What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of Pips and Points. I'm your host, Jono. And before we get into it, I want to give a special shout out to all my subscribers. Those are my Piptonites, guys. You're the best. I love you all and thank you for your support. I really appreciate you for it. And now I want to give another shout out to all the new guys that just found this channel for the first time. Guys, welcome to the channel. On this channel, we predominantly talk about the NAS100. What I do on this channel is I give my thoughts, my technical analysis on the moves that I plan to make in the markets. By me doing that, you're able to obviously spot situations in the market that you can take advantage of. Now, in saying that, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just basically just showing you how I plan to move in the market, and if you know what you're doing, you can pick up on some of the stuff that I'm talking about and use it to your own advantage, right? I always recommend, especially if you're new to this space, that you take all the time in the world to do all the research possible and learn as much as possible. Hit the books, watch YouTube videos, take courses, do all the things you need to do so you can understand this. By you understanding this, you're literally going to be able to give yourself the financial freedom that you crave, because this stuff is relatively simple, but it is complicated, okay, and it is challenging, and you're going to need to know what you're doing. You don't want anyone telling you how to do things. You need to know. So if somebody says to you, hey, buy here, sell here, you need to know how they came up with the concept of buying there and selling there. It needs to make sense to you. If it doesn't make sense to you, then literally a place like this, and there's other videos that you can go to as well, right, that will help you understand how you navigate the market. So here, I'm just showing you how I'm planning to navigate the NAS100, right? So in the last video, we put a sell up here, right? And I said that market was going to be pulling back. So let's turn on all the stuff that we did. Okay, so turn it all back on. And as you can see, we've gone into a little bit of a profit, not too much, a little bit of a profit. But what is good about this situation, in my opinion, is that so long as this red that we're seeing right here continues in the way that it's continuing, it's going to confirm my thoughts. So I want this red to push down even further, so it's all encompassing this black one over here, right? Should that happen, okay, then it's clear to see, or it's clear for all of us, that this is moving down, right? It will be moving down, and we can seize upon that opportunity. Me personally, I'm not taking no sell positions with the NAS100, because I'm thinking, in my opinion, that it's coming up to the end of its cycle where it's going to start pushing upwards, all right? And why I say that is because, first off, we're looking at this on the daily chart, all right? So everything has to be expanded because we're looking at the daily chart. Now, we had a close above this trend line over here, which was a high, okay? So it was a high, so it was this high, right? And it's closed to create another high over here, right? And now market is pushing down from it. And if we look at the MACD up here, okay, we can see that this whole situation is now winding down. It's running out of steam, right? And not only that, there's a very good chance we're going to get a cross somewhere up here. Now, if this cross happens, what is the most likely scenario that I believe is going to be taking place is that market would then really begin to push down. So for those guys that are taking sells, you're going to be collecting a lot of pips on the way down, And yes, I could be putting in a sell to be collecting pips myself. Yes, I know. But look, that is not my strategy. I'm not in it for the quick bucks. I'm in it for the big cheese. That's what I want. I want the big cheese. I want to do one move and just forget about it and just leave it there for a couple weeks and then come back and then collect all my rewards. That's how I want to do it. So that's what I'm waiting for. Hence why I haven't made any move into this space, right? So this is what I think is going to be happening. I think it's going to be pushing down some more. Now, the day isn't over yet, so we've got maybe about another 2 more hours until market closes, right? Give or take. So when market closes, it's very important the shape of this red right now. What shape is it? Is it all encompassing? And that's it, all encompassing for those that are looking for a sell, right? You want to see it all encompassing. So it's all the way down. I mean, it covers even the wick, and literally we want the wick somewhere around here somewhere. So we get the wick somewhere down there, but the red covered the whole of this black over here. Then we know that there's a very good chance that we're going to be pushing down even further. And another thing that lets me know that we're going to be pushing down a little bit more is the fact that it's obeying this trend line up here, right? So this descending trend line is being obeyed. It did not once did it close above it, and which is kudos to me, means I drew it right. Right, so yeah, so literally, so it's not closed above this at all, right? And it's now winding down, so we're going to see what it's going to do. So my thought, in my opinion, based off this structure that I'm seeing right here, okay, what I think is market is going to push down to about this level right here. That is what I think. Market is going to push down to about this level right here, which is 1236.5. Okay, but however, market can still push down to this level only and push up. Okay, it can still do that. It can. It's definitely. It's 100%. It can do that, right? Or you can even push down to this level and push up. But because of this structure, I'm going with the assumption that it's going to come as low as this. So it's going to give us a lower low, right? Then it's going to push back up again to about this level, right? This is all my opinion. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. And then it might come back down to this level again and finally break away. That is what I think is going to happen. So we're going to leave this little cell that we've got here, just sit in there for now, because there's not really a need to move it. As a matter of fact, let me lock it in place, right? So we're going to leave that there, and we're going to see how this whole situation plays out. Okay, so for the next couple days or so, we should see how far it pushes down, or if it doesn't push down at all. But looking at this structure, like I said, this structure that we've drawn, so let me put this one in here. Right, so looking at this structure that we've drawn right here, this is the little zone that we got. We can see it's following the tops. It is following the tops. I wonder if this is going to move. Oh, it doesn't. Just spare me a moment. That's why I don't like using these little tools. It's like it's got a mind of its own. I actually put it there for graphic aesthetics, just to make it look cooler, what I was saying, but it's absolutely useless. I think I'm actually going to delete that. I'm not using that again. Yeah, so that's the shape you got going on right now. So if you took the sell, well done to you. And there was a guy that obviously left a comment underneath. He goes, where's the levels I think it's going to go to? I think it's going to go to 1239.0.14, in around that region. Now, once again, this is my personal opinion and where I think the market is going to go. Does that mean I'm right? No, it doesn't. Not at all. You need to do your own homework and research to confirm how probable that's going to be for you. I've done the research and I'm sharing that with you, and I'm saying, okay, it's highly probable it could go to that location. But you're going to need to confirm that for yourself, because what I want to do with this channel is show you that you can do it all yourself. You can do it yourself. You can just learn all the little bits and bobs you're taking from other people's channels here and there, and you can pull it together, and then you can come up with your own little style, and then you can use that style, right? Use that style to increase your bank balance. Okay, so if you do take a sell and it goes wrong, I'm telling you now, it's not my fault. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not giving you financial advice, and I'm not in a position in this right now, not at all. I'm waiting for a position down here. That's where I'm waiting to get in. I want to get in at this level or this level, right? So if I miss this level for whatever reason, I don't know, get butterflies or whatever it is, and I don't do anything here, I will most likely will do something here. But chances are when I see this move happening here, I will take a position. I will literally take a position. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what I think I'm most likely going to do, right? So guys, with nothing more to say or to do, I want to thank you all for taking the time to come over and watching another episode of Pips and Points. I truly appreciate you for giving me your precious time to watch this episode. I hope you found the information on what we talked about today, the NAS100, super useful. And if you're new and you did, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and post a comment if need be. All right, all these things I'm asking is completely free, right? Cost you nothing. Just click. One for subscribe, one for notification, one for the like button if you find the information or the content useful. And I hope you did, because I plan to deliver the best possible technical analysis I possibly can. That is the aim of the game for me personally, and I hope I've been able to do that for you guys. So thank you, and with nothing more to say or to do, this is Jono signing out.